Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Halloween, guys. So, if you are tuning into this session right here, right now, at least if you're seeing this very beginning part of it, then you are most likely checking out the restream or the replay of this session, which means that unfortunately it is no longer live. But this is going to be a session in which we pierce the veil a little bit. So it is my intention, and I've been feeling guided to come forward and do some readings, some live personal readings, little mini readings here. And I was looking for the best time to do it. What was the goal behind this? And what came up was doing this. Hello, OG. Hello, Ashley. So we're here. Happy Halloween, guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some personal mini readings live here. This is not going to be a collective situation. This is going to be a session for those of us or those of you that would like to get a mini personal reading, a little bitty mini guidance. Yes, I am back home. But we're doing it at this time because this is October 31st. It is Halloween. And the veil is the thinnest right now, spiritually speaking, traditionally speaking. So I was feeling guided to come in and do some readings, some mini personal readings, do a little mini live session. And the best time to do it, really, what I felt was the best time to do it was during when the veil is the thinnest. And that is at this moment, the eve of October 31st, or the evening, excuse me, the night of October 31st. So happy Halloween, guys. Yes, I am back home. And I'm also snacking on some of the best chips ever. Hello, Tamika. So we're just gonna hang out for a few minutes. If you guys would like to get a little mini personal reading during this session, please check the information in the description box. And we're just gonna hang out for a while and talk to each other. I don't really plan on doing a collective message. Yes, I'm still in Puerto Rico. Oh, well, I'm sorry you're dealing with a little bit of a cold, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure you will recover just fine, but definitely take some time to rest. Yes. No, it's good to see you though, Tamika. Yeah. So while we're here, we'll talk about it. A little bit of a personal update. I am back home. Throughout the month of October, I was under the impression that I was going to be moving in with some friends. Hi, Tiffany. It's so good to see you. I'm well, thank you. I was under the impression that I was going to be moving in with some friends. And so I tested that out during the month of October. Right around when, or actually literally right after Hurricane Fiona hit the island of Puerto Rico. I am still in Puerto Rico, but the storm took out power for the whole island. As many of you guys know, as you heard me talk about earlier in the month. And even when Fiona came through, or when Fiona was coming through, I knew the power was going to go out. And I kind of did feel like we were going to be out without power for a bit of an extended period of time. It turned out to be a little over 2 weeks that I was out. I did not have power here in my home. And I had decided, while we were dealing with the aftermath of the storm, I decided to go down into town to shack up with one of my other friends who was also without power, obviously. And we were, a bunch of us just kind of banded together, and we're, looking out for each other, taking care of each other, spending time with each other. We built a makeshift grill at my friend's house. So that allowed us to eat, because without power, many of us have electric stoves and whatnot, but so without power, we were unable to eat. So we built a grill that we were able to cook food on. And even though it was a stressful period, we did ultimately have a good time. But while I was down there, I got the feeling, the push to kind of move, because I had already kind of been feeling like I wanted to move to a new space. I was kind of talking to my friends, these same friends, about it. It had been something that we had been talking about for a long time. But during the circumstances of Fiona, while I was staying there, you know, one day I was like, okay, well, maybe this is the right time to make this move, to pull the trigger, basically. And so I started taking some of my stuff down with me, and I spent the month down there. But as the month went on, we all came to the understanding that it wasn't the best. Well, at least I came to the understanding that it wasn't actually the best idea for me to move there, because of certain circumstances that have nothing to do with my friends. And so ultimately, by the end of the month, I decided on the fact that it was best for me to just stay where I am, at least for now. So with that said, I am back home. Yes? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ooh, okay, so we've got some individuals that would like to get in. All right, so OG, I got you. And then we also have Linda. Oh, you know what I should do? I should go get my laptop. I got you, Tiff. And OG, I got you as well. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before we actually get started here, just to let a few more people get in. And I just realized I should get my laptop so that I can, you know, be able to look at things without having to do it on my phone, because that's what I'm streaming from right now. And if I do it on my phone, I'm gonna end the live stream, and I don't wanna do that. So, and I'm also heating up some coffee. I was intending to make some tea. I got the water all boiled and everything, and then I went to go, and I'm like, okay, where's my tea? Where are my tea bags? And then I was like, oh, damn it. I don't have them anymore because I took them down to my friend's house, and either we drank them or I forgot them down there, but it doesn't matter. So I'm heating up some coffee. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that. I'm also gonna grab my laptop. Stay put, I will be right here. Okay, I got you. Yes, I got you, Tiff. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm not so sure of how coffee and cheddar and sour cream potato chips are gonna really work so well together, but there's only one way to find out, right? Ooh, that's really hot. Okay, let's let that cool off a little bit, and let me get in here. But welcome in. If anyone would like to get a reading during this session, please make sure to check the information in the description box, yes? We're gonna get started in just a few moments. Come on now. Things have been so wonky ever since the power came back, and I had some friends. Now, like I said, the whole island lost power during Hurricane Fiona, and it was a little over 2 weeks for me here at this place. Really, Mom Bear? Oh my goodness. I have not heard of that before. A wrong thinker. That's very interesting. Anyway, so so power was restored in my area for the most part, and then something happened. Apparently, an iguana hit the power lines and ended up frying the power. So some of the other, I don't know if I lost power again because I wasn't here, but I know some of my friends, I heard that some of my friends lost power for yet another week after their power was restored because an iguana hit the power lines and basically was literally fried because of it. Sad day for the iguana, but. And then so I've noticed since being back here in my place that things have been wonky, you know, have been weird, haven't quite worked the same. It's very interesting. Ooh, hot coffee. I don't know why this is doing this. All right, well, I'll leave it for now. We can get started. So OG, you were first. I feel compelled to ask you guys, 1111 on the counter. For those of you that would like to get a reading, that you have gotten a reading so far, we've got 2 on the list. I'm not really making a limit. We'll just see what happens. And what if I, you know, start to get too tired, once I start to feel the energy start to drain, I'll be like, okay, we'll close the list at this point. But if you have purchased a reading, I feel inspired to ask you if there's anything specific you want to talk about. So my intention here, with the veil being thin, as thin as it is, my intention is to really, as I said in the description box, this is a really great time for you to connect with your guides, God, source, creator, whomever, for guidance, okay, moving forward. So if there's anything specific you want to talk about, I'm open to that. We are open to that, they're saying. Or we can just give you general guidance in terms of anything, okay? I could just let the energy flow and give you whatever message spirit has for you. But if you do have something specific you would like to talk about, then that can absolutely be the topic. And no topic is off the table. If you want to talk about love, we can do that. If you want to talk about spirituality, we can do that. If you want to talk about money and finances, we can do that as well. Anything that you want to talk about, okay? All right. So, OG, you're first. Is there anything specific you would like to talk about, or do you just want a general situation? And I'm sorry if me munching in your ear is a little too much, but I need a snack. And this combination isn't so bad, not gonna lie. Hey, Dragoness, it's good to see you. I don't know why PayPal is being like this. Okay, great. That sounds good, OG. All right, well, I'm just gonna let that sit. Food is fuel. Definitely, that is true. All right, OG, you're first. All right, I'm gonna give this 3 shuffles here. All right, Spirit, so at this time, with this thin veil, what messages do you have for OG at this time? What guidance do you want to bring to OG at this moment? Okay, so what they're saying, first and foremost, what they're saying, OG, is that your spirits are rising quite high. I feel like you are in a very pivotal time of the ascension process for yourself. And actually, you may be very well aware of this. What I hear them saying is that you are actually starkly aware of this. You may have noticed an uptick in your intuition. There may have also been an uptick in synchronicities, synchronistic events, or things that would just cause you to believe that something is happening. You are ascending in a certain way. And I don't want to make it seem like they're actually wanting me to clarify that. Not that you haven't been ascending, or this is something that's brand new, and not that anyone else isn't ascending either. It's just that I feel like certain synchronicities are happening, or maybe your awareness is just heightened at this time to the point where you're starting to recognize and or notice how much you have grown, how far you have come, and how much stronger your potential towards further growth is. I hope that's making sense, okay? I'm not sure. I hope I'm putting that into the proper words so that it's clicking for you. But I'm going to give this 2 more shuffles here and we'll see what else, what spirit, what guidance do we have for OG at this time. Last shuffle here. Okay, excellent. All right, what's going on? What messages do you have? Aha, okay, look. OG, the first card you have is the Fool, okay? What's going on? Wow. The Tower. Wow. But this Tower energy for you feels so incredibly relieving, like not even gonna lie. The 8 of Pentacles did just show itself. It showed itself, like it turned over, but then it turned right back around and went back into the deck. But that to me is just a symbol of the progress that you made. Yes, Roxy, if you want to use Cashapp, you could do that. You could do PayPal. You could also do Venmo. Once you do that, I will put you on my list. Yes? Okay, so OG, back to you. The 8 of Pentacles did just show itself, but like I said, it went right back into the deck. And that to me is symbolic of the work you have done, the consistency you have put into the situation, okay? What I'm hearing is that it's paying off for real and for sure. Yep, okay. Okay, so this is excellent. This is really, really beautiful for you, and this actually makes a whole lot of sense. Your overall energy here is the Page of Wands, all right? Just one moment. Okay, your overall energy, OG, is the Page of Wands. And to me, this is indicative of the transformation that you have been through, that you are going through at this time. This to me is giving a feeling of you being fresh and new. I feel like you may feel like you are fresh and new of sorts. You are feeling, maybe you're even feeling inspired, okay? I don't know how else to say it other than you feeling refreshed, you feeling new, maybe even feeling like a newborn, okay? We could say that. There's also a level with this Page of Wands. Underneath the Page of Wands is the Queen of Wands, okay? There is a level here of you rediscovering your power or seeing yourself or the power that you have or your abilities in a new way. You coming into this new era of yourself or of your life, you know, sizing yourself up, being almost like an energy of, well, wow, if this is what has happened so far, or this is how far I have come, what else can I really do? Like this feels like such a strong place for you right now. Okay, now your cards here are the Fool, the Tower, and then finally the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Tower energy and I want to clarify the Tower a little bit for you, but the Tower feels like such a beautiful, relieving energy. I feel like there's so much relief in whatever the Tower has been for you, whatever has been destroyed, whatever has been knocked out of place is what I'm hearing specifically. Even if it may have been kind of traumatic or maybe even pretty scary, it still feels like there's a great deal of relief now that you have come out of this situation, quite frankly, still alive, okay, at the bare minimum, you could say that. And I don't mean to say that just for like the shock value of it. I mean, it is a very real situation. You know, the fact of the matter is that you're still here, and the fact that you're still here grants you this access to moving forward, and that's really where the relief is coming in for you. And thus you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now this Ace of Pentacles could be seen as you receiving an offer, but really what I'm feeling with this Ace of Pentacles for you, OG, is that you are offering something to someone else potentially. I feel like you are the one holding this pentacle and delivering it to something and or someone. This could be some new form of service. I am feeling that, some new form of service, or you may have in this time period with this Page of Wands energy here of rediscovering yourself, or maybe even sizing up your power, you could say. It feels like you may have come to a realization that you have some new sort of skill or new sort of ability that you wanted to provide to someone or the collective. I am feeling some sort of social work or communal work here. I'm also getting very strongly, this Ace of Pentacles could very well be a brand new ability that you are able to succeed from and or succeed with. I'm also seeing the Ace of Pentacles as potentially a new seed that you can plant. You've been following me for a while, so you've heard me say that over and over, but I see this as a new, something new that you can plant into the ground and start to nurture and grow into something really big and beautiful. And that's really, really excellent for you, okay? I want to talk about the Tower for you for a little bit here, all right? What's the Tower energy for you, OG? Okay. One more card. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So first and foremost, you're coming out of whatever the Tower moment is for you. You're coming out of it with a very level mind. Okay. The Four of Swords is your overall energy, clarifying this Tower. Also clarifying the Tower, you have the Strength and the Hermit. Personal self-awareness. This is actually taking me to certain situations you may have had with other people. And what I'm actually kind of getting for this, OG, is that there is an energy here of you having struggled with certain individuals. And I do feel like there, or at least your involvement, your relationship with certain individuals, this does kind of feel like it is slightly platonic, but of course it could be something on a romantic level. But the feeling that I'm getting from this is the struggles that you may have had with this person or these individuals could have spelled or created a situation in which you may have popped off, or you may have acted in ways that were fairly aggressive, were fairly responsive, but were also fairly defensive. And maybe this is something that you used to do, or a way that you used to react and or respond to these types of situations in the past. But the difference here, OG, is that you didn't do that this time. Or at the very least, you have been able to end a cycle or circumvent some sort of cycle that may have been ongoing for you because of the self-awareness that you were able to gain from this situation. I really do feel like the self-awareness here, the Hermit energy, this may be some sort of light bulb moment that you had. This is what created the Tower, actual Tower moment that we're talking about. Okay, it was because you were able to experience something deep within yourself from in a very different way, or at least maybe from a different point of view, that allowed you to pull your strength in, maybe even pull your ego back, hold yourself together or hold yourself up in a new way that allowed you to step out of maybe what we could call a karmic cycle in a sense, which ultimately brought this Tower down. And this feels, as I'm saying this, whatever the Tower represents for you, whatever has been brought down, whatever the cycle that has been closed out for you, it feels like it was a really difficult thing to deal with. It may have been something that you had struggled with for a long time. But with that said, you do have the Fool here. Okay, so you are embarking on stepping into a brand new avenue of your life, a brand new journey. Underneath this Four of Swords, which is at the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Hierophant and Temperance. This feels like a greater level of discipline, a greater level of understanding, a higher awareness, a very wise teaching or a very wise awareness that you have come to. This Hierophant energy is strongly connected to strength. The discipline is, I guess discipline is the word that I want to use there for it. Take it as it resonates for you. But then also you do have Temperance with that, which ultimately, this is all in terms of balance. I feel like you have been able to gain a stronger level of balance here. Okay, this is all really beautiful for you. I do want to clarify the Fool here for you. Okay. Oop. The Five of Pentacles is the first card that came flying out there. Clarify the Fool for OG, please. Aha. Okay. All right, so this does have some sort of interpersonal connotations to it. It may very well be a romantic situation for you. It doesn't have to be, though. This could also resonate with as friends, maybe even family members. But clarifying this, the Fool here, this new opportunity, or the new, not, well, yeah, that's more of the Ace of Pentacles energy, but the new cycle the leap of faith that you're taking is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, which did come out in reverse, and the Two of Cups. So what I basically want to say about this, OG, is you gain a greater level of respect for yourself. Maybe even you've cleared up some sort of situation in which you were lacking the proper boundaries and or you were lacking the proper emotional awareness that held you in this lack mentality situation, which ultimately held you in this situation, overall energy of the Three of Swords, which was painful and or toxic. Okay, what I take this as it resonates, but what I basically want to say about this is you have learned how to relate to people, to connect with people in a way that is much healthier for you, and in a way that allows you to hold stronger boundaries. But the reason why this is happening, OG, is because you have come to understand either what those lacking in boundaries were, or how to hold a stronger level of boundaries. And it's also not just, this is also coming from the Hermit energy of this self-awareness. It's not just about how to hold those boundaries. It's also about understanding what those boundaries need to be, and then also having the strength to do it. I just heard, and take it as it resonates, having the strength to either put up or shut up. And that may have been something you may have said to yourself ultimately when all was said or done. Either put up or shut up, you were saying to yourself, or that's what this energy may have been saying to you, and you finally found the strength to put up. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So then that ties us back into this Ace of Pentacles energy. This is that new ability. Yes, okay, this is that new ability for you to move forward. This is the new way. This is the new offer. This is the new energy that you're giving to the collective, to the people around you, okay? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for OG, please. Bam. Oh my God. Yes. First card you have clarifying this Ace of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles. Talk about strength or strong self-worth, strength in your self-worth. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Last card. Okay. And the Nine of Cups. Ooh-wee. And then we're back to Temperance. All right. So your new beginning, we'll call it, the Ace of Pentacles, has everything to do with you holding a sense of your own strength and self-worth, which is leading you to a greater sense of happiness. But that's further on down the road. What this feels like right now, Nine of Cups, is you just being happy and content within yourself at this time, right here, right now. Okay, this is also giving me a feeling of, I don't give a flying F what you have to say about it, or what you think me holding these boundaries it means for you. Because ultimately, me holding these boundaries is keeping me happy and is keeping me safe and healthy. Not only is it just making me happy or allowing me to be happy or allowing me to occupy a much happier vibration, it's also keeping me safe and healthy. And that's what's really most important here, says the Queen of Pentacles. So you know what? You can go on and do whatever it is you want to do, say whatever it is you need to say. I don't give a flying F, because I'm good right here on my own. At least I can be good on my own. Okay, doesn't mean that you're trying to be on your own. Doesn't mean that you don't still want to be there for the people that you love, the people that you desire to serve, the people that you feel you were called to serve. But at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, if you just have you at home with yourself, then that's really all you need. And that was all you need to be happy. Okay. And then ultimately, with the overall energy here, clarifying that Ace of Pentacles, you've reached a level of balance. And I even want to say alchemy that is necessary for you, that is beneficial for you, that is beautiful for you. And that was the goal here. Okay, when I look at the Temperance card for you here, yep, because then underneath Temperance, we're right back to that Hierophant. That was the goal here. Greater level of balance, both within and without. And you have achieved that at this time, and that's beautiful. So there you have it, OG. I hope that was helpful for you. Yes. I don't know why this is doing that, but that's okay. You are so welcome. I'm glad I was able to help. Okay, so the floor is still open for anyone else that would like to get in on the session here. So what I'm doing is I'm doing personal readings for $22.22. If you would like to get a reading, please, you just check the information in the description box. You could do Cashapp, you could do PayPal, you could do Venmo. I am having trouble logging into things, and so I don't know how well this is going to work right now. Because if this doesn't show up on my phone here, I'm not going to be able to see it. And I'm trying to get going on my laptop, but I don't know what's going on. I can't get into PayPal for some reason. But anyway, anyone else that would like to get in on the session, you are more than welcome to do so. Well, excellent, OG. Whenever you're ready, you know the deal. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. Tiffany, you are next. Tiffany, if you are ready, I am ready. If there is anything specific you want to talk about, general. Okay, great. I'll give this 5 shuffles for you. Also, if you do end up sending in, I mean, my intention was to do it during this moment of the veil being thin, but if you do end up sending a payment for a reading and I am unable to gain access to confirmation of that right now, I will be more than willing to honor that still and provide you with a recorded reading that I will send to your email. So if that does happen, I will reach out to you to make sure I have your proper email address to send you your message. Yes, I feel like there's a mosquito in here that's trying to bite me, but anyway. All right, Tiffany. I don't know what is going on, y'all. But I am just trying to... Okay, hold on. Give me just a moment. Bear with me for just 1 second. I want to try and make sure that I can log in here at least to some things so that I have a way of confirming things. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's not going to work either. Okay. This is nuts. All right. Well, it is what it is. And actually, we'll say maybe, because now I'm feeling like I should say, hi, 5-star, or Firestar. Hi, Firestar. Anyway, all right, Tiffany, let's get into this for you. General reading for you. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles here. What messages do we have for Tiffany at this time? Whew. For Tiffany. Okay. All right, 2 more shuffles for you. Okay, Spirit is kind of reaching out to you, Tiffany, and like what Spirit is saying is, I want to console you. They're saying you're going through a pretty rough period right now. And I'm hearing them say that you can take all the love that you can get. It's not that you aren't loved, you just may be feeling pretty down right now. I am seeing purple energy for you. Higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher awareness. And as I am speaking through this for you, I feel like whatever it is you're going through right now that may have you feeling down, it's necessary, is what they're saying. It's for a very real reason. You may, and okay, that may sound cliche, because, you know, everything happens for a reason, but there's this is very specific. We'll get into it. We'll see what the message is for you. But does that make sense so far? I feel sorrow. I'm kind of seeing a 5 of Cups energy for you. I feel a heaviness in my heart, which would be translating into a heaviness in your heart. Sadness, concern, painful, regret, maybe. Yes, okay. And what I'm also feeling, what I'm hearing here in some way, you feel like I hear this voice in my head saying I should have acted on this sooner somehow. And yet there is a very real reason as to why maybe you didn't act on it sooner. Your feelings towards it, your emotions should not be disregarded here, okay? I hope that makes sense. Let's get into this. What do we got for Tiffany? First card you have is the King of Pentacles. First thing I want to say is your father, or maybe some sort of father figure. I'm picking up maybe on energy of maybe like an inheritance, or a father figure, maybe not necessarily your father figure, maybe like a masculine individual that maybe is like a husband or a father or something. Hold on, let's see. Oop, now we have the Fool. And then the Hierophant. They're saying one more. And then the 3 of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay. And then the 2 of Cups. I wonder if you are not necessarily the individual that is saying to yourself, I should have acted on this sooner. Maybe this King of Pentacles is a romantic interest. Someone that you've had a relationship with. Someone that you could have potentially had a relationship with. Where is this? How is this hitting so far? Honestly, I feel like the most regret is probably coming from someone else. Whomever this King of Pentacles is. Good. Good. Okay. Did someone mess up? Someone screwed up here? What I just heard is the fact of the matter is that things change. Because the vibe that I'm getting from this, Tiffany, you have this King of Pentacles energy, which feels like it's someone that is not you. Okay, feels like someone you may have been in some sort of romantic involvement with. And there you go. Look, the 2 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the 2 of Cups is the 5 of Cups. I told you, I'm like, I feel some sort of 5 of Cups energy going on here. Okay, so we have this King of Pentacles. After that, we have, interesting. After that, we have the Fool, 2, the Hierophant, and then the 3 of Swords. So the basic gist, the general energy that I'm feeling from this right now is that you are taking a leap of faith away from this King of Pentacles. And the Hierophant is coming in here and saying, rules are rules. The fact of the matter is your heart has been broken. Someone may have betrayed you. Someone sort of made some sort of misstep. And now as a direct result of that, there needs to be, I guess, basically speaking, there needs to be an ending of a relationship. Or If it's not a complete ending, then something has to change. There is something that is happening here that is a direct result of this Three of Swords energy. How you may have been hurt, betrayed, this misstep that may have happened here. Is this making sense? Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. And then, okay, so maybe this, oh. So then is this why I'm hearing I should have handled this sooner? I should have taken care of this sooner? Is it and I am so sorry to hear that he has passed, but did his passing have to do with something that maybe that could have been handled or managed? Okay. If it were handled differently, if it were managed differently, if maybe it were, and okay, so maybe I guess I'm hearing him say that. But you see, that's the thing. Okay, see, that's the thing. And that's also why Spirit was saying this is happening for a reason, or this has happened for a reason. And it's not necessarily because of, I guess, or at least Spirit just wants to make this very clear. It's not necessarily because anything was mishandled per se, because, you know, everyone's time to go is their time to go, you know? And maybe in some ways this, maybe logically speaking, this could have been handled differently, and maybe it would have extended his life a little bit longer, but everybody dies, you know, everyone that lives must die. All right. So I don't want you to get, and maybe also he's saying this as well, because I just heard, I don't want you to get so caught up on how I have passed or how this person has passed. And maybe there is an energy here of you feeling a certain level of regret. Okay. And I understand how it could be difficult for you to understand those messages with, you know, the emotions that are swirling around. All right. Hey, Annette, happy Halloween to you as well. Okay. So what I want to clarify here for you, because you don't even know the, oh, he was murdered. Hi, Stella. Oh, Tiffany, I am so sorry. You told yourself you weren't going to get involved. Well, I don't see why that is an illogical thing for you to say and or do. I absolutely do not see that as illogical at all. I love oh my God. Oh, Tiffany, and especially if, look, he was, hold on, let me just make sure I have this correctly. Yes, he was the father of your children. And regardless as to whatever the other person has going on, especially when you have children, I completely understand why you would say, I don't want to get involved with this because for my own sanity and safety, but also for the sake of the children, I don't want to get involved. You know, he is trying to console you and saying this was never your fault. This was never even really anything you needed to be involved with or deal with. And that is another reason I really want to clarify this Hierophant energy for you. Okay. What's the Hierophant here for, Tiffany? The Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot. What I'm hearing right now is if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. And then the Knight of Cups. And then the Empress. This is interesting. I don't know the specifics of what's going on here. All right, but I feel like there may have been some sort of selfishness, extreme emotional selfishness. I'm getting it from the Knight of Cups, but clarifying the Hierophant for you, Tiffany, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups. This Chariot energy, even though the Chariot did not come out in reverse, the Chariot can still be a fairly selfish energy, all right? This is an energy of being driven, extremely driven towards some sort of personal goals and or personal attainment. With the Knight of Cups here, this is giving me an energy of a lacking of emotional maturity, or whatever it was, however it was. The lesson here involves however he was pursuing something from some sort of basically emotionally immature situation, some sort of emotional, maybe some sort of selfish emotional desire. That is a direct result of what's happened here. And that's also the lesson that is being taught, or has been taught, or has been learned here, or is being learned here. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune with this, and I'm hearing and feeling, what I want to say is, it was only a matter of time before this situation caught up with him, I guess, is what I want to say. Now, the overall energy here is the Empress. And with the Empress, you have the Sun. What I'm getting from this, Tiffany, is the Empress is the energy of enablement at this time, or in this moment. It's that energy of the universe saying to you, yes, darling, you can have anything. Or you know what I mean? And I understand that a lot of the time we go through things, we want things, we desire things, we work on trying to manifest things, and sometimes the universe just doesn't bring it forward for us. But this is one of those situations in which I feel like on a soul level, he was granted this, but he was granted this so that he could learn the ultimate lesson from it, but also pay the ultimate price for it. You know what I mean? The Empress with the Sun. I just get this energy of this indulgence. There is an awareness coming forward in terms of a level of indulgence that he may have been taking part in. Hi, SM. You know what, I hope that makes sense. Okay. What I want to do now is I actually want to clarify the King of Pentacles, but I want to clarify the King of Pentacles in terms of what he may have to say. All right. I literally want to channel a message from him to you, because he is showing up here right now as the King of Pentacles. All right. So what does he want to say to you at this moment? What would you like to say to Tiffany at this moment? Oh. Yes, Stella. Damn. Okay. Overall energy is the Five of Wands here. With that Five of Wands, he's trying to confirm that this is not your fault in any way, shape, or form. I feel like at this point, from the perspective that he's in right now, he's taking full responsibility. He needs to. He can see, what I'm hearing is he can see it no other way. Hi, Lisa. So clarifying this King of Pentacles energy here, we have the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wands, Justice, and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is giving me an energy of no backseas, right? Obviously, no backseas. But also the the Eight of Swords is, this is kind of clarifying his stance and or his mindset during this situation. And it's no surprise that the first card that came out for his message in an awareness and understanding of what was going on or what happened here, it's no surprise that the Knight of Wands came through, because the Knight of Wands is very much an energy of, what I'm hearing is shoot first, ask questions later. He is very much like his brother in terms of the Knight of Swords. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yes, everything is quite well at this point. Thank you. Well, for the most part. Anyway, back to you, Tiffany. The Knight of Wands is just giving me of I'm hearing blindsided by desire. Okay. Too many options, Seven of Cups. But with that is the Seven of Wands. And I get this feeling that there may have been many different desires and or feelings, maybe even different opinions, different thoughts in his head, blah, blah, blah. And it was all very confusing. But also I'm getting this energy of kind of not wanting to listen to reason, or not wanting to really look at all of the potential ways that this could have worked out, or guidance from above. I feel like he was resisting some level of understanding. He may have been suffering from some sort of lack of mental clarity in terms of the situation, but the feeling that I'm getting from this, especially with this Five of Wands energy as the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, I feel like he was resisting any sort of reason. Seven of Wands. And because of that, justice has been served. The scales have been balanced. But what I want to say here, Tiffany, is that I don't feel like he was really all that innocent in terms of this. You know, it's one thing to maybe be young and naive or just not really fully understand the situation. But I don't get that. I don't get that energy. I feel what I keep hearing is he was resisting listening to reason. And ultimately that has caught up with him. And this may have been some sort of game he has been playing all along that ultimately he has paid the ultimate price for. Okay. You are being encouraged to move on with a clear conscience, the Fool. Because it's not like you did this to him. It's not like you led him towards this demise. Like you said, you were not trying to be involved. And this may have been a situation where you just threw up your hands and said, I'm giving this to God because I can't do anything about this. I want to clarify the Fool for you. Clarify the Fool for Tiffany, please. Page of Cups. Apologies. I'm sorry. First and foremost, I do feel an apology coming through for that. Aha. And then Tiffany, first clarifying the Fool, I want to say overall energy is the Empress. And when the Empress came out the first time, while we were clarifying the Hierophant here for you, the Empress felt like it was you in some cases. And I feel like one of the realizations he may have come to is just who you were to him in his life, also in his family. Page of Cups does feel like an apology, but also the Page of Cups feels like a new love, a chance at new love, a chance at better love. Page of Cups, Four of Wands, the Magician, and, the Lovers. I get this feeling that he really wants you to move on from this situation and really work towards allowing yourself to manifest that new love, okay? Yes, of course, Billionaire Beauty. All you got to do is follow the information in the description box below, okay? Oh, shoot. I was supposed to text him. There's an opportunity for new love here. I really just feel like you're being encouraged to move forward with a clean slate. Okay? Don't hold this against yourself. There are no grudges here. You are not responsible for this. You are perfectly willing and able to manifest the new for yourself, okay? And you're really being encouraged to do that because you are embodying this Empress energy at this time. Okay. That's what I've got for you, Tiffany. I hope that was helpful for you. You're very welcome. Hey, Manuel. Of course you can. Okay. Yeah, the cookie. So Stella, I do have you next. It seems that even though I can't sign in anywhere on my laptop here, they're still coming through. Again, if anyone else has sent in a payment for a reading, Manuel, you are more. I will be very happy to answer that question for you, but just please follow the information in the description box. Yes. And if you have sent in and I haven't got a notification, please just let me know. I may have to just wait until we end the situation, the live stream here, so that I can confirm it, because I can't really sign into anything and confirm. Yikes! I can't really sign into anything and confirm while I'm live here, because if I do it on my phone, you sent one. Okay, where did you send it to, SM? Okay, that makes sense. All right, no worries. You did as well, Lexi. Okay. Damn it, I feel bad. Awesome. Oh wait, damn, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, all right, so we have, oh, you know what it is? Especially if it's Cashapp, I probably have to go in and accept it. So that's okay. I've got SM, I've got Lexi, and then I've got Stella. And yeah. All right. Roxy, you also cashed app as well. Gosh, I really wish I could. Okay, hold on just a second, guys. I'm gonna have to. Ugh. Just a minute, guys. I don't know why. I'm not receiving the code though. So that's really not helping me. Okay. So, Roxy, you're also on the list. I'm gonna go with Roxy first because I'm pretty sure, because Roxy, I remember you asking, and that was towards the beginning of the session. So we're gonna go with Roxy next, and then SM, then Lexi, then Stella. Does that make sense, guys? Is that okay? Awesome. I should do this. You know, Lisa, do you know what's so funny about that? I was feeling happy hour vibes kind of coming back. Lisa, you were part of the awesome. You were part of the collective when I was still doing. You guys, who remembers happy hour? I've been feeling those vibes come back, and this was kind of like a feeling of that. I'm back at my apartment. Oh, Stella, I replied to your email. Happy hour, whoop whoop. Yes, Tamika remembers. I've been feeling the vibe to bring happy hour back. If that's something you guys want to do, then I'm more than happy to find a way to make that fit. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, if that's a thing, oh, you got it. Okay, so yes, I'm back home. I'm back at my original apartment. So if that's a thing that you guys would like to do again, then yeah, we could make that work. With the Koki backdrop, I know that's right. Okay, Roxy, welcome in. So Roxy, you're next. What would you like? Would you like me to talk about something specific for you, or do you just want a general message? Oh, okay. Well, but if I restart my phone, then I have to restart the live stream. No, not necessarily, Roxy. It's okay. I can channel through your name here. Well, yeah, but then I have to end the live stream, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So I'll just, you know what, in good faith, okay? Things aren't working out correctly, but if you really, I mean, we're doing this on good faith, you guys, right? So, I mean, many of you are regulars. Okay, Roxy, most of you guys are regulars. Like, I trust you guys, but anybody that's new here that may be trying to take advantage, just understand I'm doing this on good faith. And if you end up getting a free reading from me, then that's going to be your karma, okay? I completely absolved myself from that. I've been trying to get it going, and it's not working out so well, but that's on y'all, all right? Okay, Roxy, a general message for you. 2 more shuffles here. Yes, I very well may bring happy hour back if that's really something the collective wants. Then, okay, Grace, that's fine. It may be because PayPal seems to be keeping up with the notifications. Also, I do remember, and actually, I was kind of like, do I even really want to do Cashapp? Because sometimes I have to go in there. Well, most of the time I have to go in there and like accept or confirm it, which I can't do while I'm live. But PayPal just goes through automatically. So if you want a PayPal, that's good too. You could do that as well. All right, Roxy. Okay, Roxy, I'm getting white energy for you. It's interesting. A clear and blank slate. White is purity. So you may have gone through some sort of purification process lately. Or maybe you still are. But the thing that I'm feeling about this, Roxy, is that... Okay, Grace, excellent. Okay, no problem. Roxy, I feel like you've come out of it. The feeling that I'm getting for you is that you have emerged in a new pure energetic state. You may have also gone through a body detox lately, or maybe even a social media detox, some sort of, oh cute Zephyr, some sort of like mental detox. One more shuffle for you, but I'm seeing white energy for you. And I guess I'm feeling clean slate, some sort of purification. It feels very good. You may feel freer. This may have been a detox and or purification from some sort of relationship or a certain association you may have had. It feels like you are free. And also with this white energy, things just feel blank, but blank in a good way. Peaceful, restful energy, having rested, feeling rested, where you once were feeling restless. What's going on for Roxy? What message do we have for Roxy at this time? Ooh, okay. Issues with your ex. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, what you have here, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords, but these two are in reverse. And at first, this was feeling like some sort of fight and or conflict is over. I wonder if maybe, what I want to say, Roxy, is I wonder if you may have been chasing after some sort of commitment and or tangible physical situation or circumstance between you and this person. But what I want to say about this, Roxy, is you've given up this fight for some sort of maybe commitment or physical circumstance, maybe even a fight for a desire to start over. This has been given up basically for the Ace of Cups. But what I want to say is this Ace of Cups feels like some sort of emotional fulfillment, self-love. Or if you guys have not completely ended your relationship, there is something that you were physically fighting for that no longer seems to be an issue any longer. It's like you're giving up this Knight of Swords energy for the overall energy, which is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like maybe some sort of agreement has been made, maybe between you and this ex, or maybe just between you and yourself, because this Ace of Cups here, basically what I want to say about this, Roxy, is the Ace of Cups feels like some form of self-love, as if you are now leaning into and or giving into yourself rather than fighting for trying to give into this physical circumstance that you had going on with this ex. Does this make sense? Okay. The other thing that I'm feeling here is that there may have been, I feel like you may have been struggling. You may have been struggling to keep up your end of the bargain, but also at the same time, I feel like whatever this physical circumstance was, or whatever the stipulation was in order for you to remain in this situation with this person, something about it was unattainable. What I'm hearing is this person was making it extremely difficult to even do this, to even have this, I want to call this a commitment, some sort of tangible thing between the two of you. And then that's where this Ace of Cups, I wanted to say Ace of Love, the Ace of Cups comes in, because it's like instead of fighting against yourself to keep yourself in a situation in which you are not even capable of fitting into, not that you're not capable of doing it, but that, again, there was something, it feels like there's something about this situation that's just not attainable, ridiculous even. He liked to complicate things. Yes, it felt like what I kept hearing is he keeps trying to complicate it, or he's making it extremely difficult to even achieve this. So instead of doing that, you're giving up that fight and instead leaning into yourself and saying, you know what, I'm gonna love myself first. Maybe even saying to yourself, I'm gonna love myself as I am. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to allow this person to try and change me or change who I am. There's something about loving yourself which is allowing you to give up this fight. Now, with that said, sorry, hold on. With that said, you do have this Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck as your overall energy. And I feel like there is a level of wounding here in the current state that you're in. You may be feeling battered and bruised. You may still have some type of pain involved with this. But, and I'm getting this from the Knight of Pentacles, but what I'm also getting from the Knight of Pentacles is you are taking this day by day. You are taking this step by step. I get a feeling here that you are very aware of the healing that is necessary for yourself to maybe feel tip-top shape again, to feel like yourself again, something like that. But you know, what I'm getting from the Knight of Pentacles here is that you are very well aware of what it is, how the steps that you need to take, or you're very well aware of the fact that how it is you are moving forward right now, 11111 on the counter, how it is you are moving forward right now is absolutely very necessary. And you're willing to take these steps, mainly because, and this is where that white energy, that clean slate, you know, detox, purified energy is coming from. You're well aware of the fact that at this point, you really just need to move forward, and you're allowing yourself, or you're willing to move forward because you are holding this sense of self-love here, okay? I hope this is making sense. I want to move forward. I want to clarify. I want to see what was this fight? Knight of Swords. What was this fight for Roxy? Okay. I wonder, ooh, okay. All right. I wonder if part of the reason why you were fighting for this was because of the fact that there may have been, I don't know, I feel like there was involvement of other people, and not necessarily that it was like, you know, a third party situation in which somebody was sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, or there may have been cheating or anything like that. I mean, that's possible, but that's not necessarily what I'm feeling here. ASMR with my munching and crunching. It feels like public image. That's what I want to say. Either you guys had been together for a long time and there was a community of people around you that were familiar with your relationship with this person, and you didn't necessarily, maybe there was some sort of status quo situation involved with it. But what you have here is the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups. The Six of Wands is that energy of victory. Yes, absolutely could be victory, taking a victory lap. But the Six of Wands can also be an energy of keeping up appearance, because either people around you have come to expect a certain thing from you, and in terms of that, maybe they've just come to expect that you guys were together, and maybe there was an energy of the outside world. There was a status quo to it, and you thought it was dumb. I love that. Okay. Okay. That's excellent. So there was a status quo situation. Six of Wands. With the Page of Cups here, this was you constantly trying to give emotionally to this situation, trying to stay involved with it. But ultimately what happened here, Six of Cups reversed. I feel that the Six of Cups reversed feels like your rejection of this situation. I feel like at some point you came to the realization of the fact that, you know what, this is just not my soulmate, period. Okay, overall energy here is the Temperance card. Balance. There was a need for balance. There was a need for greater harmony. And I feel like the desire and or need for this balance for you, Roxy, what catalyzed your understanding of, or your resolving on the fact that, you know what, then you know what, this just is not my soulmate, or I reject this soulmate situation. You rejected it for greater self-love. So let's clarify this Ace of Cups then. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Roxy, please. Yo, Roxy, you can't make this up. The Seven of Wands, boundaries. Standing your ground. Taking ownership of your life and for yourself, I'm also hearing. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Roxy, please. I mean, I don't even want to clarify. I don't want to. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop pulling because I don't even, and then we're back to the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that, Roxy. This is absolutely, you absolutely did the right thing here, darling. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. Hello, you woman, you. You absolutely did. Basically, you said enough of this. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to hold my boundaries. I don't want to be a part of this any longer. This is draining me. This is depleting me. This is not what I want. This is not making me happy. I don't want to do this. Excellent, Roxy. Excellent. That's what I have for you. And that's, yo, see now this Six of Wands here, now this is you. I really feel like, because I'm hearing accolades, I'm hearing standing ovation. Now you can take that victory lap for real. For real, Roxy. Fuck yeah. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. There you have it. I hope that was helpful for you. You are very welcome as well. Oh, okay, wait. I just want to say this one last thing. At the bottom of the deck, we were just clarifying the Ace of Cups. You got the Seven of Wands. Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that is the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, to the Three of Cups, to Justice. Yo, to the Nine of Pentacles. Girlfriend, you just wait. You just wait and see how things turn out over time. You being single, I feel like the people around him, maybe even the people that he's associated with over time are going to come to see just how justified this was. And maybe just how strong and independent you are. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what's going on in that energy. And at one point I heard he may even lose some friends over this. I don't know. But you just wait and see. Was what Spirit wanted me to say. You just wait and see how things turn out for you in the end. Yeah, look, the Six of Wands just came back out. Look at that. Look at that, Roxy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. All right. Grace, were you able to get on the list? I have not received a notification yet, at least. Last notification I have is from Stella. Oh, you did? Okay, Stella. Good. As long as you were able to get the message. Okay. And I'm glad you're here and recovering from your surgery. I hope that went well. It's good to see you back here with us. Yes. I have been thinking about you a lot because I just like, where's Stella? I've gotten so used to, no, you woman, you can still get in on the list. You may have to let me know that you actually sent payment because I'm having trouble getting the notifications and I can't seem to sign it. Both eyes. Oh my goodness. Well, no wonder you haven't been. No wonder you haven't been. Okay. But I'm glad you're here with us again. And I'm glad, I pray that you recover quite well. Yes? Okay. So on the list moving forward, we have SM, Lexi, and then Stella. You woman, you are more than welcome to get in on the list. Grace, were you able to get in there? I'm going to pause for a second and grab myself a little bit more coffee. Regrettably, I'm drinking coffee. I really don't want to be drinking coffee this late at night, but I don't have any more tea. I forgot I was out of tea. So I'm going to get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, it's bone cold. I really should have just turned the coffee maker back on when I was heating this stuff up. But now all of my coffee is bone cold. Oh well. And I am not a fan, I'm not one for like iced coffee or anything. I mean, I'll do it, it's good, but I need like milk and sugar in it. And I normally drink my coffee black, but when I drink it black, I like it hot. And I don't care if it's, okay. Stella, thank you so much for that donation. Okay, you woman, I've got you. Okay, so SM, you're next. Is there anything specific you would like me to talk about for you? General, alrighty. Ten shuffles, that's a little excessive. SM. Green, I'm hearing green energy for you. Higher heart chakra awareness. Okay, so SM, I feel like you're going through a realization of certain dynamics. I want to say I'm hearing within your family, how you relate to them, how you relate to people closest to you, and maybe where you might need to hold some boundaries, or at least greater boundaries. This might be a deep realization for you. I feel like I feel like the realization that's coming to you at this time is kind of like setting you back a little bit. You're kind of like sitting, I'm getting an image of someone like finally getting it or realizing something and like sitting back like, whoa, oh, I didn't even realize this was such a thing. And I'm hearing this may be how people have been taking advantage of you, but really what's setting in for you, because I don't feel like you think or see these people as necessarily bad. Ooh. Look at that, Seven of Swords and the Moon. But maybe how you may have been under the current circumstances or under the given circumstances, you may have been allowing this to happen. Specifically, I'm hearing Spirit say that how you may have been allowing people to do this to you. Does this make sense? To treat you in this way, maybe even unkindly. Yes, okay. One last shuffle. The realization is real and serious, and it may be dating back all the way back to your childhood. Overall energy so far at the bottom of the deck is Temperance. A greater need for balance. Uh-huh. Whoops. Okay. Woohoo, yep. All right, good. Good. The moon came back out. Okay, so SM, what you have is the King of Cups. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, now before I want to ask this question first. Is that connected to your bully is finally gone? Is that connected to you realizing how other people within your family have been able to continue to treat you this way? Because she set some sort of precedence, like she made it okay for this to happen? You have the King of Cups. You're the black sheep. I'm right there with you, sister. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and the Moon. And then your overall energy is none other than the King of Swords. Awareness, objectivity, objective awareness. And what I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles here, yes, number one, absolutely could represent family, lineage. Okay. okay? Even some sort of precedent, something that has always been done this way to achieve a certain result, potentially. But what I'm specifically, mainly what I'm getting from the Ten of Pentacles at this time is bringing an ending to something. Okay, ending a long-term history in terms of something. And with that, you do have the King of Cups here. Having the emotional awareness, the emotional ability, the emotional stability to bring this certain circumstance to an end. And what I feel like has really been revealed for you here with the Moon and the Five of Pentacles is a lack of self-awareness, but also some sort of lack mentality type of energy. It feels like maybe your desire to have your family, or maybe even certain members of your family in your life, maybe even specifically your mother, your desire to have them or her in your life was coming from a level of feeling inadequate. Yeah, after she died, you told your siblings there was no reason to keep in touch. Yes, yes. Okay. Hi, Mona. Okay. And with this has come, the moon for you feels like it's revealing something. Just like it did when it showed up before I drew these cards. And when the moon showed up the first time, it showed up with the Seven of Swords reversed. So the Seven of Swords reversed can represent deceitfulness coming to an end, but also it kind of feels like deceitfulness that went unchecked or unobserved, something that you were not aware of. But with the moon here, it does feel like it's revealing something. A secret is coming to light, okay? And then ultimately at the bottom of the deck, you do have the King of Swords with the Queen of Cups underneath that. Look at that. Now you have the King and the Queen of Cups showing up. But the King of Swords here, coupled with the Queen of Cups, is an objective awareness of how maybe you have been lacking in the proper boundaries. Or maybe what I'm getting specifically here is that you've been too emotionally available. Too available. Okay, this is one of those moments where it's the Queen of Cups having those lacking of boundaries emotionally, and then just anyone coming in and ransacking her place without so much as a thank you, and just skipping on out while leaving her basically with the bill, or with the reality of having to clean up after everyone. You see this now. You see this for exactly what it is. Your awareness is bringing an ending to the situation. And I do want to say it's very fitting for you to say things like, or to come forward with the message of, we don't have to keep in touch any longer, because yes, she was that individual that had set the precedent, that was making this energetic ransacking or this emotional ransacking okay. And unfortunately, yes, she did have to pass in order for this awareness to come in. Okay, I see you there. I see you there. But ultimately, this is working out in your favor. What I want to talk about here, what I want to clarify the most for you is this Five of Pentacles energy, all right? Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for SM, please. Excuse me. Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups. And Death. Overall energy is the Page of Swords. You know, what I'm hearing with this SM is there may be some further communication that comes in from your family, from your siblings. Those those individuals whom you have said, you know what, we don't have to stay connected to each other any longer. I feel like there's some time is going to pass, and there may be some sort of communication about further ending this cycle or this circumstance, this situation between you and them. Okay, I do feel overall energy here. You do have the Page of Swords. I feel like either they all are, or certain individuals are watching you or will be watching you move forward in your life. I also feel like they will be watching you succeed. They will be watching you find greater balance in your life. And this may come across as opportunistic. I don't necessarily feel any sort of malice, but of course you know these people better than I do. There is a little bit of a twinge of an energy of them wanting to get something, a state of awareness, a state of being that you have, or at least that you are able to achieve from here on out. You are the wisest of them all. Okay, so they're going to be watching you move forward. They're going to watch you transform out of this. Okay. Okay. I do feel like it's going to be beneficial though, or at least it has the potential, the possibility to be beneficial. It's almost as if what I'm getting from... Okay, so remember, keep in mind, SM, we are clarifying the Five of Pentacles. This is not just an energy that you hold. This is an energy that you share between each other. And I feel like they're going to start to realize how they are carrying this lack mentality, these feelings of lack, whatever, this being put out in the cold, something like that. They are going to realize, they're going to see how they are also carrying this energy, and they are going to want to come to you for solace, for understanding, seeking wisdom, understanding how it is you moved on, or you are able to move on in such a strong manner. I really do feel like your mother's passing has been the break of this Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, that is what's being revealed through this circumstance right now. And like I said, it's going to take a little bit of a time, but ultimately this awareness will be found, and you will be able to have a real, true, balanced, and healthy conversation about it that may ultimately help to bring you guys together. Because with this Ten of Cups energy, I do feel like there is a desire to still be a family, but also an understanding that you cannot be a family under the same circumstances any longer, at least, because the individual that kept that going is no longer here. Excellent. That's really all you need. Let the situation work itself out on its own. I want to clarify this King of Cups also for you. What's the King of Cups for SM? Yeah, look at that. The fight is over. Knight of Swords reversed is the first card out. You're not fighting against this. You're not fighting back even any longer. The Hierophant. Ooh, tough lessons. But also, it is what it is what I'm getting from the Hierophant here. And then you also have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You know what it is you want. What it is you want out of our hell. Hey, Selma. You know what it is that you want out of your family members, or at least you know what it is you want out of a family dynamic. And you are not holding back any longer. You are not going to take anything less. So ultimately, you have learned a strong lesson here, but also the Hierophant feels like the rules and regulations that you would put into place in order for you guys to be a family again, or at least to be connected. This is, again, clarifying the King of Cups, okay? Doing something that you know is the right thing to do, but may not necessarily be the easiest thing to do. But you doing it because you know it's the right thing. No, I unfortunately am not accepting super chats for this session. If you want to leave a donation to the channel through super chat, that is greatly appreciated, but no super chats for this, for questions or for readings here. You're putting the rules in place. And this Knight of Swords energy ain't gonna fly. You're not accepting that in your life. And that's a hard boundary that they are going to have to cross, but ultimately they will be able to do it given enough time. Okay? You are coming out on top here, SM, and that's beautiful. Congratulations to you, okay? I'm looking at the moon here, and I'm hearing the family secret has been exposed. And it's not by your doing. It has naturally come unraveled, okay? All right, there you have it. I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much. Ant bites, I have ant bites everywhere. Thank you so much for tuning in and for asking. I really, truly hope this was helpful for you. Excellent. I'm so glad. I am so, so glad. All right, Lexi, you are next, then Stella, then you, woman, you. If anyone else would like to get in on the session, I would ask that you do it now because I am feeling like it is time to start wrapping up, start closing the floor. And I will need you guys to let me know if you have sent a payment because I am not necessarily getting the the notifications, and for some reason I cannot sign into PayPal. I don't know what's happening. Things have been wonky ever since I came back to this space. Not going to lie, you guys. Lexi, you're next. Is there anything specific you would like to talk about? Okay. All right, universe. What are you trying to tell Lexi? It has something to do with your personal willpower because the first thing that I see here for you, Lexi, is yellow. And that takes me to your solar plexus. Something about your willpower. Yeah, things are wonky. The direction you are going in, I feel like you're struggling against something. In some cases, I want to say what I just heard is you're trying too hard. If you're experiencing any sort of resistance towards something, as in like you keep putting in the effort, but it's not turning out the way that you want it to, there's a reason for that. And right now, what I feel for you about it is maybe just pull back for a second and maybe just observe instead of trying to do, go, go, go. One last shuffle for you, Lexi. What are you trying to tell Lexi, universe? Okay, Selma, no worries. Thank you so much for that donation. What's going on? What are you trying to tell Lexi, Spirit? Yes, look at this. The first card out is the 9 of Wands. Perseverance. Yeah, next card is the 4 of Swords. And the High Priestess with, last card, the 3 of Pentacles. You're trying to build something. Maybe your self-image. I'm also hearing your personal bank account. And then you have the Hierophant here. This is kind of feeling akin to the realization of hustle culture and how detrimental that is to ourselves. And I feel like if you're being blocked from something, Lexi, that you've really been trying to hustle for or really been trying to really put in the effort towards, but it's just not working out, there's a very real reason for that. And it may just be that you are of the energetic vibration in which this hustle culture situation just does not work for us. Does that make sense? Or it may not necessarily be hustle culture itself, but that energy of work super hard and get the payoff from it. But I feel like that is, I've come to understand that as a bit of a manipulation tactic that is really driven by corporate America or like corporations, something like that. It's like, it's a way to keep people putting in that extra effort without really having to deliver any sort of results to them. Does that make sense? Or at least does that resonate for you somehow? You're working so much right now. Yep. Okay. Now, again, the cards that you have here are the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 3 of Pentacles. But really, my attention, what I really want to talk about for you, Girl, I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Lex. I really want to focus on this Three of Pentacles for you, because what Spirit is talking about now is what it is you are building, what it is you're trying to build versus what you're intended to build. But here, this Nine of Wands, Four of Swords, High Priestess energy is that beginning situation. This is you struggling with something, coming up against resistance towards something, and needing to fall back, Four of Swords, because the High Priestess or the universe has something that it's trying to get you to understand, okay? So really, what this is saying here is instead stop resisting against pulling back, and clear your mind so that you can hear, honestly perceive of the message that the universe is trying to send to you. And I feel like part of your resistance towards it, Lex, would be it doesn't quite make sense to you in terms in terms of, like, say, this hustle culture energy, or however that energy resonates for you. It doesn't make logical sense for you to pull back and stop trying so hard, because that's not how things work. But the universe, your higher self, your higher awareness is trying to tell you it doesn't have to work that way. It can work differently. And that's confusing you. And so that's why the message is not getting in. So let's clarify this Three of Pentacles for you then. What's the Three of Pentacles for Lexi? Ace of Swords. This, I feel like at its core, the bulk of this meaning is, you know, you want to be doing something different. This even kind of feels like an energy of you deciding or knowing that you want to go into business for yourself potentially, or just follow a different path. And maybe that's what you're resisting against, because logically it doesn't quite make sense to you. But there is a higher awareness to all of this. There is also a higher meaning to all of this. Three of Pentacles. Woo! Look at that. Next card you have is Judgment. This is a wake-up call. Knight of Wands. This is literally you being called to start a new passion project or go in the direction that you are feeling inspired towards. Okay? Now, this doesn't mean that you have to, or you even really should, drop everything and just willy-nilly just go after what it is you're wanting to go after. But I feel like at least Spirit is asking you to start to pivot. Something's going on with my throat here. I feel a tickle in my throat. Is there some sort of message that you want to send? Do you want to start singing? I don't know. There's something with your throat here. Some form of expression, some message that you need to send, something that you need to say. Some truth within yourself that you need to honor. Aha, aha, aha. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Is this making sense, Lex? Because you're being encouraged to go in this direction. I feel like the roadblocks you've been experiencing, okay, the ways you've been struggling against this is trying to help you see. The High Priestess is bringing forward a message of it's time for you to take up this new charge. It's time for you to go in the direction of your passions, or whatever it is you're really truly desiring to build for yourself. It's time to start making that move and to stop fighting against what isn't working for you. Again, this doesn't mean that you have to drop everything and maybe even put yourself in a financial position where, like, you know, money is stalling out for you or finances are stalling out. Like, that's not what we're saying here. We're at least asking you to start pivoting, to take up this charge. Now is that time. Okay? And like you said, this is making sense for you. So I definitely do feel like you know ultimately what it is you want to do, or at least at this point, what it is you want to try to do. That may be different. That may go against the status quo. In some cases, I'm hearing it may even go against the grain. But that's okay. I'm hearing you're meant to be this way, or you're meant to live this way. You're meant to go in this direction. You're meant to experience this sort of thing and live it out. I want to clarify the High Priestess for you. Before I go further, though, you do have the Knight of Swords here. But I feel like the Knight of Swords energy is kind of going backwards. I feel like this is that energy of you fighting to keep up with whatever it is you've been doing, that you've been feeling all this resistance against. Okay? This Knight of Swords energy feels like you going backwards instead of going forwards with the Knight of Wands. Even though they are facing in the same direction, but like that's just the feeling that I'm getting from it. But what I want to clarify for you now is the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess for Lexi? What's the High Priestess saying? What are you saying to her, universe? First card you have is the Four of Wands. And with that, I'm hearing you are physically and spiritually ready. You have the creative foundation. Bam, look at that. Ooh, Ace of Cups and then Justice. Overall energy, we're back to the Hierophant. And the Hierophant came out for you as the first card of your overall energy, well, as the overall energy when we first drew this reading. But the High Priestess energy here is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and Justice. You are being asked to honor yourself. You are being asked to love yourself. You are being asked to give yourself enough love and enough grace to follow through with whatever this creative foundation has in store for you. It is going to bring justice into your life. In most cases, mostly, for the most part, I feel like it's also just going to balance the scales for you, okay? On an emotional level, on some sort of emotional fulfillment level, creative fulfillment level. It's going to balance, it's going to bring justice, it's going to bring justice to your feelings of, okay, Stella, no worries. I'll do, because you're next, but I'll do you, woman, you after I finish here with Lexi, and then we'll do yours when you get back. But Lexi, this feels like, regardless as to even how it looks, maybe on the surface or in the beginning or right now, whatnot, whatever, I feel like it's going to bring some sort of justice to feelings of motivation and fulfillment. I feel like if you allow this part, whatever you're being guided towards expressing, if you allow that to happen, you are going to feel seen and feel heard. And maybe that'll even allow you to stay in whatever circumstances you are in right now that may be supporting you somehow. I don't know. It just feels like when you allow yourself to express this part of you, you will feel much more comfortable. You will feel much more fulfilled. You'll feel more seen, more heard. Does that make sense? I mean, all they're really asking you to do is just give this some level of expression. It doesn't even have to be a major thing. You don't even need to make it full time right away. But allow yourself, like they said earlier, allow yourself to at least pivot or start to pivot, okay? Start to make the changes that are necessary. Yes? That's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Good, excellent. And I mean, all you got to do is just get started. What the Spirit is saying is just get started. You never know how it's going to turn out. Allow that form of expression to rise within you and give it some sort of release, even experience. And actually help people not just do desk work. Exactly. Because Lord knows, we all know how doing that desk work every day can absolutely kill your soul. Make you feel like you're dead inside. Suck the life out of you even, as we could say. Yeah? Excellent. So there you have it. Blessings to you. And good luck to you. Oh, thank you, Lexi. I really, truly appreciate that. All right, you woman, you are next, darling. Oh, you're back. Oh, okay, Stella. Stella, you're next. And then actually, I am going to close this session with you, woman, unless anyone else has gotten in there and I just haven't received the notification for it. And remember, we're on good faith here, so if you're lying to me, it's your karma. Wow. Best chips in the world. Obsessed. All right, Stella, what would you like me to look into for you? Do you have something specific or do you just want a general reading? Oh, Chronicles of a Stupid Bee. What's up, babe? How are you? It's good to see you. All right, Stella, let's see. Purple for you, higher wisdom. But you know what, Stella? I feel like you are embodying this purple. It's like you're embodying a high priestess energy right now. Just doing Keely things? Well, we love those Keely things. Stella, it's interesting because as I was like shuffling here, the high priestess came out. I feel like you're embodying a very wise energy. Spirit is saying you're embodying a level of the crone energy right now, but it's the wisdom, the wise aspect of it at this moment. Purple is your favorite color. That's excellent. Let me give this 2 more shuffles for you, Stella. We'll see what messages we have for you at this time. Last shuffle here. To be honest with you guys, purple is one of my favorite colors too. All right. 7 of Swords. You've got the gray for it. I love that. All right. So Stella, you do have the 7 of Swords showing up here so far. But I feel like there is some sort of deceitful energy that you're dealing with within the family, I want to say. I don't want to say, what I want to say is, what I feel like here is you're being a mediator somehow. Your wise energy, it's what is setting the record straight here. I feel like you're standing in, it's almost as if you're the council or something like that. There is some sort of deceptive energy that's been going on either in the family or your community group or something like that. The first thing that I got though was family. Yeah, okay. First card you have is the 3 of Pentacles. And what I want to say about that, Stella, is you are in a point where you're helping, teaching people how they can work together, how they can be a team player, a team sport even. Stella, what's going on for Stella? 6 of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. And Justice. I want to take this one too. And the Page of Pentacles. All right. 8 of Cups is your overall energy. First and foremost, at first glance, I want to say that this King of Wands energy may be the individual who is doing the lying, cheating, and or stealing. Alex and his girlfriend. Okay. Maybe, so then maybe the King, I don't know. That was just a general observation, me saying that about the King of Wands, just because of who the King of Wands could be. The King of Wands could be a very selfish individual. But now that you say that, maybe the King of Wands is Alex. Because now, Mona, yes, I can take one more. That's the last one though. So PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. But you need to let me know that you've sent it because the notifications aren't necessarily coming in. Oh, wait. You woman you. I have you woman you and then there would be one more. All right. But I'm closing the floor at this point. Oh, congratulations on being a grandmother. Oh, a baby girl. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look here. Looky here. I feel like, because actually, Stella, I feel like we might have talked about this before with Alex. Literally, I feel like I was sitting at this table in this kind of manner, and this kind of came up, and I feel like it's a similar energy, a similar message. Ah, that's a beautiful name. Nova, I love that. But basically the message here is with this King of Wands energy, because the King of Wands is in the middle of everything. What I'm hearing is that he should be able to do what it is that he wants. But I'm not hearing that from, oh, Mona, thank you so much. But I'm not, oh, Lord. Super chats are not being accepted for this. Oh, but thank you so much for that donation. All the information is in the description box below. And we're not saying this from a point of view of like him being a narcissist, but I feel like there is an energy here of him needing to be confident and or stand up for himself. And if maybe the girlfriend doesn't want to be a team player, then there's no reason for him to say, it would be justified for him to want to walk away at this point. Eight of Cups is the overall energy. It would be justified to walk away and start all over. Okay. I want to clarify this King of Wands energy. What's the King of Wands here? Keep him chained. That's not good. What's this King of Wands? Whoa. Oh, overall energy is the Ten of Swords. Okay. And then with this King of Wands, we're clarifying the King of Wands now. You have the Two of Pentacles and then the Fool. He is teetering on the brink of, should I stay or should I go? He can't even leave the house. Girl, he needs to go. He needs to go. He needs to stop like going back and forth on this and start expressing himself and live his life and take a leap of faith and start over. This situation needs to be over. And I understand how it could be difficult, especially if she is the mother of this grandchild of yours, but he has every right to live his life and express himself. She has no right to keep him chained down like this. He is a human with free will, okay? This is completely justified, Stella. 100% justified. Especially since what I'm getting here is if you're not willing to be a team player, then we have no team here. And there's no reason for me to feel like I have to be stuck and or chained to this. Now, the thing about this King of Wands also is that it is a fixed energy. And so this King of Wands, this fixed energy can be very, very, very loyal. And there's no reason he shouldn't continue to be a great dad. But he also deserves to live his life. He deserves to be able to do what is right for him as he sees fit. Obviously, and honestly, I don't see him doing anything that would put, risk the life of his child, put his child in danger, put the family in danger. No, it's okay, Mona, but I just like, I can't accept super chats for this situation. I'm so sorry. And I don't have a way of refunding that for you, but okay. He is scared or she is, well, she probably is scared. I don't know. And okay, but I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles for you. Clarify the Three of Pentacles, please. Okay. Okay, all right, I get that. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so Stella, Three of Pentacles here is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I feel like he is in a position right now to help her understand how they can stay together, how they can remain a team player, how they can remain, oof. This really may be a situation in which he needs to separate from her romantically and just find a way for them to be able to work together for the sake of the baby. She cannot keep him chained down like this. The overall energy is the two, oh my God, the Two of Wands, and then underneath the Two of Wands is the Eight of Cups. I feel like he's teaching her something, or this is a lesson that she will learn from. He's doing everything. And it may very well be, Stella, that he needs to give an ultimatum. Again, they need to be a team. And if he's continuing to do everything, then you know what? That's fine. I'll do everything, but I'm taking the baby with me and I'm going on with my life. If you don't want to put in your effort, I'm not going to stay here like this, is the energy that I'm getting from this. And there may even be a need to give an ultimatum. But I definitely feel like he needs to stand up for himself in terms of this. And I also feel like him moving forward in this way is justified. All right? So however you can help him understand that and see that, that's where I feel like you come into the situation. Make sense? Okay. Yeah, that's what I've got. I hope that was helpful. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, last but not least, we have you, woman, you. Oh, general, okay. General, all right. Mona, are you still here? Yes, please do. I'd love to see a picture. Okay. I understand that I understand that rules are rules, but I feel like I'm getting this really compassionate moment, and I feel like I at least want to pull like, you don't. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Then I'm going to stop there. All right, cool. You, woman, you. Five shuffles. You, woman, you've got a real weird color going on here. It's not bad. I want to call it iridescent. You know those colors those colors that switch between green and purple? Or maybe like orange and yellow and red or something? Yeah, that's what I'm That's what I'm seeing. It's kind of cool. I don't know what. It's a very fast moving energy, very high frequency. Things may be going on in life right now that you're trying to, it may be hard to make sense of it or hard to keep it all together. Oh, Stella, you didn't have to do that. Oh, see, look, guys. Now all of the Cash Apps are coming through. I just got 3 different Cash Apps. Roxy, I got yours. Lexi, I got yours. SM, I got yours. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, and Stella, I see that for you. Okay. Again, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. But I'm closing the floor here at this point, okay? Thank you so much for that, Stella. That was really beautiful of you. Okay, so you woman, you. High frequency, fast moving energy. It may be hard to keep things under wraps, keep things contained. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. Spirit is saying to you, like, this is a really fast moving energy right now. Just allow yourself to get through it or vibe with it, roll with it as much as you can, okay? You are the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles is showing up for you. This has a lot to do with the new moves that you're making here and the choice that you've made. It's like, what I'm feeling for this you woman, you, is, and you can see, like, even like my delivery of this is like heightened right now because it's like, it's such a fast moving energy. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of enthusiasm. Your choice that you made set this into motion. And now you're having to keep up with it, which is okay. I feel like you'll get there. It'll get easier for you. You know how I like to say about the Page of Pentacles where, like, you know, it's a new situation and you're trying to find your footing, or you may have to, it feels like you may have to put your training wheels back on or something. That's where you are. But I feel like you're keeping it together quite well. Queen of Swords. 2 more shuffles. One last shuffle for you. All right, what's going on for you women? 7 of Wands. Well, that's where the 7 of Wands would come in, okay? Holding your boundaries, having to keep up with those boundaries. Again, your choice to make this shift, to make this move has put this in place. So this is very similar to back in the day when I first started my channel. Excellent. Okay, A.fter. I love that name, by the way. Anyway, this is taking me back to when I first started my channel. I was working at a certain restaurant, and things were going well for a while, but ultimately I was like, you know what, this place is too toxic and I need to just leave. And also I want to focus more on doing readings. Okay, so I put my 2 weeks in, but then I got to the second week, just before the second week of the last 2 weeks of my tenure there, or my employment there, excuse me, and something not out of the ordinary, but still just as toxic popped off, and I ended up being let go a week early because of something that someone else at that place, that establishment did. That was insulting towards me, okay? And in a moment outside of work, communicating with friends, I aired it out, and ultimately that was like, oh, okay. And that's what actually pushed me out early. So that's what it feels like for you. But again, also, this is boundaries, okay? And I feel like when you chose to do this, you accepted more of this energy, and that heightened your vibration, and exactly what you're saying, exactly what you said, it's making it intolerable for you. Not that it wasn't intolerable before, but you are now fully embodying, or at the very least, just embodying more of this energy, of this stance that you're standing in, and it's just making things that much more intolerable. So it actually makes sense, energetically speaking, vibrationally speaking. When you think about it, it makes sense, okay? Ooh, look at that. The Lovers is next. The 10 of Wands. Yes, ma'am. Oh, are you ready? Are you sitting down? Are you ready? Overall energy is none other than the Tower. I love this. With the Ace of Cups underneath that. Girl, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up, honey. Okay? Look, you're doing the right thing. You're doing right by you. You're doing what's best for you, okay? 7 of Wands, the Lovers, and then the 10 of Wands, though. But I want to clarify, because this is where you find yourself now, overburdened with the strife. I want to clarify. I want to talk about this 10 of Wands for you even more. Let's dive deeper into that. Hello, future World High Priestess. You're in a Tower year, but you've been complaining that there is no Tower. Well, honey, it's coming down. It's been coming down over all this time. I feel like you've sufficiently come out of there, come out of that Tower moment. I feel like the Tower has already fallen, and now you're just making your way out of there, all right? So let's talk about this 10 of Wands energy. What advice do you have for you, woman, you, and for this 10 of Wands energy here? Yep. All of a sudden, boop, out of nowhere, it just fell. Okay, you have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords again, but this time the Queen of Swords has come out reversed. Clarifying the 10 of Wands here. Thank you so much, future World High Priestess. Anything else for the 10 of Wands? Okay, so yes. All right. Yes. Okay, so at this time, your advice in terms of the 10 of Wands here is to stay focused on your alignment and what it is you're doing to get there. There's also even an energy of keep your head down and just focus on what it is you need to do to get by, to get through this, to get this done, okay? Don't go popping off. Queen of Swords. Not that you would. Okay, but specifically what I'm hearing is don't look for a reason to cut someone's head off, or don't look for a reason to, don't pay attention to the toxicity. You have already made the choice and are sufficiently moving forward. Don't focus so much on the Queen of Swords energy anymore. Focus more on the Queen of Wands. What it is you want to achieve, where it is you want to be, because ultimately you're gonna be out of there no matter what, regardless. Okay, so you don't have to worry about embodying this energy any longer. Even though there may be an energy of some sort of default, that may be a default energy for you, a default way of carrying yourself in this situation or in this environment because it's so toxic. But Spirit is really asking you, ooh, okay, well also Spirit just said we're putting you to the test. Can you embody the Queen of Wands now? In the face of the opposition. That's a strong one, isn't it? Overall energy is the High Priestess for you. Okay. And with the High Priestess, I get that Spirit is leading you to bigger and better things. You don't have to worry about releasing yourself from this burden or this strife any longer because you're already on your way there. Focus on embodying that Queen of Wands energy, your alignment, your wishes for manifestation, your desires for manifestation, okay? All right, I do want to clarify the 7 of Wands for you. What's this 7 of Wands here? Okay. Yes. Ooh, girl, I get it. I understand. Look here, so the Seven of Wands here for you is clarified by the Hanged Man and then Strength, okay? And what I was getting for this is you have the change in perspective again already. You've reached the level of enlightenment. So this is also an energy of you being aware that you don't even need to fight back. There's no reason to fight back. Number one, because you understand why people may be acting the way that they do, regardless of the fact that you may be leaving. Like you know, you see what the environment is to begin with. So you get it from that perspective, but also you probably get it from the perspective of if things are a little extra lately, it's most likely because you're getting your ass out of there, right? And they don't like it. Maybe they're even a little bit jealous, or maybe they're just trying to stick it to you or give them a reason to be able to hold something over on you. Do not give them that satisfaction. Don't. Strength. Don't do it. It's not necessary. Just laugh at it. Just look at it and be like, yeah, I see what that is. All right, I'm just gonna keep my head down and keep doing what I gotta do. And I don't normally like to say that to people, just keep your head down. I don't like saying that to people because there is a level of subservience there that I find disgusting. Okay, there is a level of not being authentic, not being true to yourself, okay? Not rocking the boat or whatnot, whatever, not, you know? But in this case, I will say, just keep your head down and just do what it is you gotta do to just get yourself out of there with as little trouble as possible. Because I am sure there are some energies in there of someone trying to catch you slipping. But they ain't about to do that because you see through it. You know exactly what's going on here. Overall energy, clarifying the Seven of Wands, is the Six of Cups. But this Six of Cups energy is taking me to a feeling of what it is you're desiring, something that speaks to your inner child, something that brings you emotional reciprocity. That is where you are headed. Okay? That's what I got for you. I hope that was helpful. I really need to stop drinking this coffee because I am not going to get any sleep. You are so welcome. Okay, Electra, you are last, but certainly not least. Electra, I'm seeing yellow for you. Is there something specific you want to talk about, or you just want a general reading? General. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna give this one shuffle for you. I really feel like I'm definitely seeing yellow for you. The Four of Wands came out, but also the Four of Pentacles came out. All right, that's enough. A lot on your shoulders currently. I wonder if there is anything that you could actually release from your shoulders. What I'm hearing is you may be working too hard at something. It might have something to do with family. I'm getting that from the Four of Wands that showed itself. But then also the Four of Pentacles came out. And that to me is speaking to you needlessly trying to hold on to something. I'm also hearing, since you said what you said, I'm also hearing you carrying some sort of burden on your shoulders. That may not necessarily be yours to carry, but I feel like there's something about you carrying something for the family. What's going on here for Electra? First card you have is the Fool. The Three of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. Okay, overall energy is the Eight of Swords. I feel like you want to be in this Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands represents some specific desire that you have. That could also be related to the Four of Wands. But I feel like you are being blocked from that. You're in some sort of confinement. You're being asked interesting. Well, there's that leap of faith, the Fool. So something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, or maybe it's not working out the way you want it to, the way you expected, the way you intended. Okay. You do have the Eight of Swords as the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, but then underneath that is Judgment. I feel like there is some form of clarity, some sort of realization that you are able to achieve here. This may even be a wake-up call, a stance that you're holding is what I just heard. Maybe this wasn't supposed to work out the way you had expected or the way that you wanted. There's a very real reason for that. I feel like, because ultimately with this Eight of Swords energy here, I feel like there's something you can learn. There's some sort of awareness that you can come to that will help you understand why this is working out the way it has been or the way that it is. And I also wonder if this is some sort of recurring cycle for you. But let's go deeper because I want to clarify this Three of Swords. Why? Why the Three of Swords here? This feels like the way that you are, maybe even have been approaching something. You were unhappy, so you changed. That's okay. Okay, clarify the Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Oh, was this too hasty of a decision? As soon as I said that, the Four of Swords came out. Was it hasty? Ill-prepared, maybe? Oh, I get it. And then you have the Page of Wands here. I know that feeling. I'm in Aries as well. I know that feeling. Also, okay, see, but here's the other thing about this, Electra. Just because it's not necessarily going the way that you want it to right now doesn't mean that it can't work out for you in the near future. And I do feel like as a fellow Aries, I understand the energy of like trying something new or going after something we're passionate about and it not necessarily working or not working out the way we intended and then immediately just dropping it, be like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. No, wait, no, don't do that yet. Actually, what they're saying is don't do that at all, because I feel like there's still something that you can learn. Overall energy here for you is the Page of Wands. There is something interesting. Well, that's not necessarily your fault, nor is it something that you could have predicted. So, okay, wait a second. Wait a second. You're not even drowning. Okay, but you're not even drowning because of anything you did. That is a completely random circumstance that you had no control over. So maybe, quite frankly, at this point now, Spirit is saying with this Knight of Wands, Four of Swords energy, wait, hold on. Don't give up yet. Because, like I said, there is something here that you are able to learn throughout this experience. And no, it's not telling you you shouldn't have done this. What it's telling you is it's showing you your own strength. But that's the cycle you find yourself in usually, huh? What do you mean by that? That's interesting. I think I understand what's happening, but can you, well, no, don't elaborate. Let me just tell you what I feel like is, because this feels like it's something very similar to what I've been experiencing. And as a fellow Aries, this makes perfect sense. My experience has been, I took a leap of faith. I left New York, moved to Puerto Rico so that I could live in a space where I could completely focus on being a reader, being a channeler, growing my channel. And throughout the last 2.5 years, I have run into roadblock after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock after setback after setback after setback. Okay? And naturally, throughout all of this, heartbreak, throughout all of this, I have been saying to myself, Eric, how could you have been so stupid in doing this? But that's not really what I've been learning, or that's not really what this has been intending to teach me. What it's really been teaching me is showing me how powerful I am. So showing me what I am capable of has been a moment, an extended moment really, to get me to understand what it is I'm truly capable of, to really fully understand my power. And that's what the Page of Wands can represent. Because as you can see here, this individual is like, he's sizing up that wand. He's learning about his power. He's learning about his potential, potentially even learning something new about himself. And but do you have to find a way out of this? Again, this has nothing to do with the leap of faith you took. That was, quite frankly, in alignment with you. So, Four of Swords, Knight of Wands, do you really? Good night, OG, it was good to see you. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being here. So really, wait, slow your roll. Hold on a second. Why do you have to give up on this? Maybe you have to adjust things for a little bit, but this is a completely random circumstance that had nothing to do with you, and you didn't do anything, nothing to do with you. So, okay, maybe you have to switch things around for a hot second while you go through this lawsuit, but in no way does this mean, exactly. So in no way does this mean that you have to give up on why you took this leap of faith. Yeah. Okay. But is this resonating though? Because that's really what I feel like the energy here is. You know, you don't have to give up on this. Just like for me, I was questioning whether or not I even wanted to be a reader anymore. But I knew deep down within me that even if the way that I read or the frequency by which I am here reading for people or doing readings for people, even if that has to change, that doesn't mean I have to let go of reading altogether. But what I have found is, at least right now, under the current circumstances, I need to find other ways for me to express the other things in my life, or the other things that I've been, patience, there it is. One of Aries' hardest lessons is patience. And so I have resolved to, okay, no, I'm not gonna give up being a reader altogether, because that was, part of me was like, you know, fuck this. I am never reading cards again. Fuck all y'all. No, Eric, that was not the point. That's not the goal here. The goal was to get you to understand who it is you truly are and understand how reading works for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I'm also capable of so many other things. And maybe later on down the road, reading will take up more of a full-time situation. But right now, I need to find other outlets because I'm just getting burnt out and I'm feeling resentful. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean, but then when I stopped myself, when I slowed my roll, right? Four of Swords, Knight of Wands, I really connected with myself. I was like, no, wait a second. I don't want to stop reading. I'm so good at it. I love doing it. People get so much value from it. Consistently, it is confirmed to me, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but it is consistently confirmed to me that this is actually helping people. So why would I give it up altogether? I feel like you're in the same place, or at least somewhere very similar. And you're in a moment to realize just how powerful and strong you are so that you can persevere. See it through to the end. See it through the long haul. 10 of Pentacles. Also, this 10 of Pentacles could be a big windfall of money. So, ding, ding, ding. Hello. I mean, you are at no fault. At no fault, are you? This ain't your fault. So, okay. But see this through, though. Don't give up. And definitely do not give up on yourself. The Fool and the Queen of Wands. Do not give up on yourself. The universe throws us these curveballs to help us learn, to help us grow and expand. Nothing about life was ever, we were never, and we did not come into these lifetimes with the understanding that this was going to be easy peasy, you know, a piece of cake. Oh, hell no. Oh no, we knew this was going to be a challenge. And so now we face that challenge. Yes? That's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And with that, that is the end of our session tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you as well, and I appreciate all of you for your donations. If you donated, and even if you didn't donate, I just appreciate you for being here. I love you all so very much. But it's time for bed. It is time for bed, honey. I'm tired, and I have a headache. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. And so since you guys are interested in it, I definitely will look to find a way to bring happy hour back. I may not be able to do it, you know, every week consistently, but I do feel like I was being called to bring it back, and you guys confirmed that. So I want to find a way to do that for us. Yes? I love you guys. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you soon. Haha! Thank you, Tiff. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.